That's what dropped him down the order and out of that lead battle. But David Salvador, important for him to be able to pick up that race win after last time out in Aragon when he had that non-score after the clash with Bartolini in race 2. But 27 points, it's a healthy championship advantage with 3 rounds to go, but it's also well deserved because he's been so good this season, so consistent, other than that one non-score.
Yeah, David Salvador, right, he's celebrating there. Do you know what that dance is, Steve?
I don't. But luckily for you, Chris, you haven't seen me dancing, so
I can imagine it is a sight to behold.
It is exceptionally clumsy and awkward looking. So not like what we saw from Salvador in that final lap.
Yeah, very smooth from David Salvador. Second win of the season. He's got 3 poles in position.
He's loving
really
that celebration anyway.
Yeah. I do believe I know that one. I think that's the 6-7 thing that all the kids do, but what do I know?
All the kids were doing a year ago, so Salvador's catching up now. But he, at the end of the day, for Salvador, he has to make sure that he's able to get his job done. 2 wins this season. He was able to win yesterday's race, and for Fenton, he's been able to come away with 6th place yesterday and then a podium now, and just continues to gain that confidence and experience.
Yeah, it's a great birthday present for Fenton Seabright, celebrating his, if I do my maths correctly, from 24th birthday, so a second podium in as many rounds for Fenton. And it's actually been a superb run of form, because when you look at his early results, Seabright, you had no score in Portimao, a crash in Assen, again a no score in Assen, a couple of crashes. Most, we saw him qualify at the head of the second row, picked up some good points, P7, before crashing out of race 2. And then Aragon is when we saw that consistency come in. Qualified at the head of the second row again, that first podium. 4th position, just missed out on it in race 2. P6 here in yesterday's race, and now another P3.
A big part of that comes down to the fact that for the PHR team as well, this is their first season racing at World Championship level, so they have the opportunities to be able to contend with different manufacturers.
Well, it has been an excellent class to watch, and we've had a variety of winners. I said it at the top of the program that prior to today's race, we only had Antonio Torres as a repeat winner. We've had 4 different manufacturers of the 7 win. Honda have only just joined full-time this weekend as well, while you have Covey still waiting for theirs, and Yamaha, but Yamaha are as close as ever through Carter Thompson. So a variety of manufacturers doing quite well. You've a variety of riders getting victories and podiums, but now we're starting to see really who the top riders are. The likes of Salvador, the likes of Thompson. Seabright's on the podium again, but Thompson, Salvador particularly, have shown that they're consistently there at the business end, as is Antonio Torres. So we're starting to see now who the top riders really are in the sport bike class. Yeah,
we're starting to see that bit of consistency at those leading positions, and that's the big thing in this class, though, is that we want to see the riders make the difference. And I think there was probably a few times in the 300 era where the rider didn't make that difference. It was just about staying in the group and then being brave at the end. And I think that's where, for Salvador, important for him to show that consistency. Thompson's found that as well now, 3 podiums in a row. Seabright and the Triumph is finding that point as well, and that's where it becomes important for all the riders to be able to make that step.
Yeah, down victory lane goes David Salvador, and he is really enjoying this one, isn't he? Big celebrations down there. Let's just take a little listen in to see what they say. I don't think we need a translator for that one. But yeah, big celebrations from the Prodina Kawasaki team. David Salvador, then confirmation that he is our race winner, as everything has been confirmed by Race Direction. Thompson Seabright on the podium. We said keep an eye on Bianchi. It's P5 for him in the end, just behind Torres and ahead of Artigas. Matteo Vanucci's late charge culminates in a P8 finish behind Jeffrey Bowes. Bowes on that Suzuki, just salvaging some good points. Gaggi and Osuna picking up top 10 finishes. A good ride from Marco Gaggi. A good day for Marco Gaggi as well, converting that second row start into a top 10 finish.
Yeah, good weekend for Marco, and important for him as well. If you think back to the 300s, there were plenty of times in he was paired up with the likes of Mirko Janai, and he was able to be a top 10 runner, and he's starting to find that form now as well. So hopefully after the summer break we get to see more of that from him. But unfortunately for the sport bike class, we have to wait until Magny-Cours in September for the next time we're able to see them in action after the summer break. Good to see Pete Hickman down there as well, and Hickey down there to celebrate with his rider. And for PHR, they do an awful lot of work building a lot of race engines for Triumph, and Hickey's obviously got a lot of experience that he's able to bring to the fore and support his riders.
Yeah, the big thumbs up there as Fenton just debriefs the team of what was another brilliant race. That was one of my favorites of this year. So he's already debriefed the team. Now we get a chance to hear his thoughts. This is Fenton Seabright.
Fenton, third position on your birthday. Amazing way to finish the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't complain about this birthday. Pole position and a podium. It's just what we were looking for. We were so close to it yesterday, and we know we had to come out fighting today. We tried leading that last lap, but yeah, you know what it's like down here with the slipstream. We tried our best, and yeah, it worked out. We're on the podium. I couldn't be any happier, you know. But as a racer, you always want to win.
Enjoy it. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, can be very, very happy with himself. Proud on his birthday as well. What a birthday present to give yourself. Well done, Fenton. Good job.
Superb stuff then from Fenton Seabright. Another podium for him, second of the campaign. 3 in total for his team this year. They got 2 down in Aragon, and now they have another one here in Misano. 3 podiums in a row, though, for Carter Thompson. Let's hear what he has to say.
Carter, second position, double podium, a solid weekend here in Misano.
Yeah, definitely a good weekend. I can't thank the team in Yamaha enough. The bike this weekend has been amazing with the new bike. They put a lot of effort in to get the bike here for this weekend so we can fight at the front, and we were able to show that we were able to fight, so it was a good weekend overall.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job, well done, Carter.
Steve, you've been very impressed by...
I think certainly if you're a team manager in the sport bike class or the super sport class, he's a guy you want to put on your bike. And he's got all the attributes that you need, and then doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low, and that's a big factor for a young rider as well. I think Carter, he's obviously got a big future ahead of himself. At the end of the 300 era, it was him and Beñat Fernandez that were the standout riders. Carter's 18, and he's going to have plenty of opportunities in the future. We'll see what he does for next year.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on Thompson, but the standout rider of 2026 so far in the sport bike class is David Salvador.
David, amazing win in race 2 to extend your championship lead. Tell us, how was the fight in front?
Well, it was really difficult because all the time the riders overtook me on the straight. But yeah, I feel super good in the break points. And I am clear, no? My strategy all the time, I'm pushing because yesterday I am not very well with myself. So I try to my best today, 100% for sure, and I want to say thank you to all the people who are supporting me here, all my team, because he's an incredible person inside in this team. So thank you to Kawa, to everyone, and my girlfriend, my friends, and yeah, see you after summer. Yeah.
Enjoy it. Well deserved.
Thank you. Toma, Javi, una jota ahí para ti.
Yeah, there's a rider who's going to enjoy his, always does in 2026, and this time he got it pinned and held on under immense pressure from the likes of Thompson Seabright, but not just the podium finishers. Antonio Torres was there, Bianchi, Artigas, Matteo Vanucci had a late charge, Jeffrey Bowes was at the back of the group as well, but it's David Salvador who gets to celebrate hardest here in Misano.
Yeah, and for Salvador, as he said, he'll see us after the summer break. I'm really curious to see what all these riders do during the summer break, because quite a few of them are going to race in domestic championships, whether that's the ESBK championship or it's coming back here to Italy for the CIV series. But we will see quite a few of these World Championship riders in action, just because otherwise it's 3 months, just 3 months of waiting to get back on track, and you can lose that bike fitness very quickly. But 3 rounds to go, and Salvador with that 27-point advantage. It's a big lead right now, but it can turn quickly.
Yeah, 3 months is a long time to wait for our next sport bike race. I don't know if I can do it. I'm on the edge of my seat every time I watch it, so 3 months is a long time, but I really cannot wait for Magny-Cours, Cremona and Jerez when we have the final 3 rounds of the campaign. See what surprises it has in store. We have a very international podium here, starting off with Fenton Seabright from the UK, Carter Thompson all the way from Australia. But on the top step is another young prodigious Spanish talent, David Salvador, who continues to enjoy all of the celebrations from atop the podium.
We now invite Mr. Mariano Spirelli, the consigliere.
Each rider now will receive their trophies for what was a brilliant race, and one that will live long in the memory. It's a great way to sign off for a few months, particularly for these 3 riders who get to enjoy the silverware. For the likes of Torres, Artigas, Venucci, they'll have 3 months now to prepare for Magny-Cours, try and find a little bit extra, particularly for someone like Matteo Venucci, who we've already seen take race wins and podiums and always be at the business end. He just seemed to be a little bit further away this weekend than we're used to seeing him. You know, we've seen him in the front row in Most in Aragon, a race winner in Most in Assen. He was on the podium, a pole sitter in Portimao. So just this weekend we saw him a little bit further away. That P8 finish would be his equal 3rd worst result of the weekend. There was a couple of the year, I should say. But focusing on the riders who have gotten themselves onto the rostrum today, it's the Pradina Kawasaki's who lead the way. A 4th win of the season for the Pradina Kawasaki team. It's their 2 riders of Salvador and Torres who have taken the only repeat victories in the 2026 FIM Sport Bike class. Everyone else is just a one-time winner, but Salvador and Torres have now got 2 wins each to their name. Not for the first time in Sport Bike, and probably not for the last time. We're going to hear the Spanish national anthem in honor of the victor.
Of Spain.